Did you know Beyonce has a half brother? Why do you think Beyonce is being accused of mistreating her half brother? Continue watching to learn more.
And I gotta be honest, it's gone beyond betrayal. This is ridiculous. Like, this is on borderline of, and not to be trite about this.
Beyonce, the world famous singer and humanitarian, has suddenly found herself at the center of a dispute. According to reports, she has been mistreating her half brother, which has sparked a heated debate among fans and critics alike. While the facts of the matter are still being worked out, this article tries to shed light on the subject and provide a full account of the criticism Beyonce is receiving. A disagreement between Beyonce and her half-brother, who shared the same father, was revealed when he made surprising claims in an open interview. The accusations range from emotional neglect to a lack of financial support, painting a contrasting picture of Beyonce's charitable reputation. Beyonce's family expanded when her mother Tina married actor Richard Lawson, giving her a stepsister in Bianca Lawson. Bianca, an actress known for her work in popular TV series like Pretty Little Liars and Teen Wolf, was born on March 20, 1979. While their relationship has been kept private, Beyonce and Lawson have been spotted in family photos together. Beyonce Knowles' extended family comprises half-siblings, step-siblings, and her familial relatives. While Beyonce's half-brother Nixon and half-sister Coy are her father's half-siblings, Bianca Lawson and Richard Lawson Jr. have become important to her family due to her mother's remarriage. Beyonce has a half-brother and a half-sister from her father's side, in addition to Solange. Matthew Knowles, her father, had a son named Nixon and a daughter named Coy from previous relationships. Nixon's mother, Alexandra Wright, has been outspoken about her romance with Matthew Knowles during his marriage to Tina Knowles. Despite living about 10 miles apart, Wright said in a recent interview that there has not been any contact between Nixon and Beyonce. While his big sister is on her Renaissance World Tour, Beyonce's 13-year-old half-brother, who spent his formative years living in a caravan with mom Alexandra Wright, questions why the Why Don't You Love Me singer won't show him any affection, according to the teen's mother. Why doesn't that person love me? He wonders. Wright, 52, of California, told The Sun about her son Nixon, whom she shares with Beyonce's father and ex-manager Matthew Knowles. Nixon has never had the luxury of being a normal child. Wright, a businessman based in Los Angeles, continued, "Being related to someone famous smothers kids like him and they lose their identity. Sometimes I cry in the bathroom because I don't know how to help him become his own person." Beyonce's 41-year-old representatives did not immediately react to the post's request for a comment. Wright, a former Microsoft public relations professional, met Knowles in 2007 in Seattle, Washington, while negotiating a business transaction for Beyonce. He said, "I'm going to stay in Seattle until you agree to have a drink with me," Wright recalled. "And he stayed for 2 or 3 weeks until I finally said, fine." Soon after meeting, the couple had an affair during Knowles' 31-year marriage to Beyonce's mother, Tina, 69. Wright claims she never felt sorry about sleeping with a married man during their nearly 2-year relationship. "I was not conflicted about the situation," she insisted, because his marriage was not functioning. "I don't think he told his family about me," Wright admitted, confessing that she mistook Knowles' relentless advances for genuine love. It was a complex situation and the family structure had been fractured for a long time. Wright became pregnant with Nixon in May 2009. He was born in February 2010. A DNA test in March 2010 confirmed that Knowles was in fact the boy's father. According to her statement, she ended her association with Knowles in early 2011, right before he got terminated as a manager of his daughter's music band, Destiny's Child. Wright revealed that the professional partnership between the father and daughter ended due to allegations of Knowles' misuse of funds, which were uncovered during a financial review. Knowles and Wright shared credit cards and bank accounts, but Knowles cut her off when the audit began. Unexpectedly, Knowles' daughter decided to leave him. Wright concluded that Knowles' daughter ended the relationship because she believed in her own worth. After a lengthy dispute over $250,000 in child support, Wright found herself without financial stability or a home. Despite never having met Nixon or receiving child support from him, Wright and her child were able to find temporary accommodations through a homeless charity before eventually moving in with Shar Jackson, a friend and actress known for her role in Moesha. Wright reported feeling the need to hide her identity during the time of homelessness due to concerns over death threats from Beyoncé fans. Knowles and his spouse divorced in November 2011. Wright suggests that Beyoncé alludes to her parents' tumultuous divorce in her 2014 revenge song, Ring Off. The song's lyrics seem to reflect the damage that she may have caused to Tina and Matthew Knowles' relationship. If you listen closely to Ring Off, you can hear the story being told. Wright explained that while the timing was right for her, she had inside knowledge. Queen Bey's song on her Beyoncé album praises her mother for leaving a terrible marriage. In the lyrics, Beyoncé sings about her mother having enough and taking off her ring, tired of the constant lies, arguments, and tears. Wright confesses that the song moves her to tears, giving her goosebumps. She feels emotional for the family because of the pain and sadness they have experienced. Although she feels sad for Beyoncé, her heart aches even more for Nixon. He is now completely estranged from his loud and beloved sister, who sings Break My Soul. Wright mentioned that Beyoncé is a billionaire and recently purchased a $200 million 40,000 square foot Malibu estate just 10 miles away from where they live. This purchase was made by Beyoncé and her husband Jay-Z, who have a family of 5. She explained that there had been no communication. Recent reports suggest that Jay-Z is also refusing to acknowledge his alleged son, Ramir Satterwhite, who he supposedly fathered in 1992. This has raised concerns for Wright about Nixon's relationship with Beyoncé. Despite this, Wright believes that her son and Beyoncé will eventually connect online. She predicts that they may use popular social media platforms like Snapchat to communicate. Although she has a positive outlook on sibling bonding, Wright acknowledges the difficulty of shielding Nixon from the reality that his half-sister is privileged while he is not. She emphasizes that fame does not guarantee happiness and advises him not to envy others' possessions. She admits, however, that it's difficult for a boy to ignore the stark contrast between his meager indulgences, such as a beloved $300 Nintendo Switch game system, and the opulent luxuries enjoyed by niece Blue Ivy, 11, who received a $64,000 diamond-encrusted Barbie for her first birthday. It's hard to see people living as billionaires, said Wright, CEO of Global Collective. She bought a 5-bedroom Los Angeles home for herself and Nixon in 2023. She wondered what the kid thinks when she works 16 hours a day and tries to get accounts paid. She asked, "How does it make you feel?" According to his mother, Nixon also feels the burden of being known as the irreplaceable singer's relative, even though he is personally estranged from the living legend. Wright stated that at school, her son is often asked directly if he is the brother of his famous sister. She expressed frustration with how curious his classmates can be, as they will look up information on the internet and ask him directly. Wright also mentioned that even adults will take photos of him, which can be overwhelming for her quiet and reserved child. Despite this, Wright is not seeking financial gain from her daughter's fame, but rather just wants her son to feel loved and appreciated. Emotional neglect and strained relationship. According to sources close to the matter, Beyoncé and her half-brother have a poor relationship. Unresolved conflicts and miscommunication appear to have exacerbated a deep emotional schism, with allegations of maltreatment generating great grief for the accused. Financial support is being called into question. Another point of concern is the supposed lack of financial support. Critics believe that Beyoncé, who is well known for her wealth, has not done enough to help her half-brother in his time of need. The fallout from these charges have fueled popular discontent. Family dynamics and potential explanations. Experts believe that the family dynamics of public figures can be complex, adding more layers to this controversial scenario. It is critical to remember that with limited public information, personal relationships and underlying difficulties may be difficult to identify. Beyoncé's representatives responded. As the controversy grew, Beyoncé's representatives published a statement accepting the charges. They stressed that they take the claim seriously and are dedicated to resolving the situation fairly and quietly. The public reaction has been divided, with some fans and supporters questioning the legitimacy of the charges and others expressing disappointment in Beyoncé's alleged maltreatment of family members. Social media platforms have become a hotbed for heated disputes, with users stating their opinions and spreading the word. Understanding all sides is critical. Handling the situation with empathy and compassion is critical. recognizing that the whole truth may lie anywhere between contradictory accounts. True comprehension necessitates careful examination of all people involved and their viewpoints. The recent criticism of Beyoncé for allegedly mistreating her half-brother has brought attention to the complexities of intimate relationships among famous individuals. While the accuracy and context of these claims are uncertain, it is important to approach the issue with empathy and respect for everyone involved. A resolution can be achieved through open discussion and understanding, ensuring the well-being of all affected by this family dispute. What are your thoughts on this? Please let us know in the comment section, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel.